Alrighty, this is from my moms in your 40s who are still, figuring out where you want to be. It's okay. It's okay for you to figure out where you want to be. Even in your 40s, it's okay for you to set boundaries. It's okay for you to say no to people. You have to understand that, it's okay to not have your shit together. And I know a lot of people are like, that's not true. You're supposed to have your shit together. By the time you're 18, you're supposed to magically have your shit together. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay? You can go through phases where you make decisions and then you reassess who you are, where you're going, what you want. That's part of life. That's part of growing up. That's part of getting uncomfortable. That's part of living, creating your life. And it's crazy because I told my 22-year-old yesterday, I said, your only job in this lifetime is to create the life you want. So what is it that you want? Because it's crazy how sometimes we're like, we don't know where we want to be, or we're not where we're supposed to be. And it's because we haven't sat down to actually create it. Where do we want to be? Where do we want to go? What does it feel like? What does it look like? That beeping gets on my nerves. And we don't even stop to think about that. We don't stop to put ourselves there. Is that even for us? Is that even part of our purpose? We don't stop to do the work because we get so caught up with our everyday life. Oh, we got to keep going. Oh, we got to keep working. Oh, we got to keep meeting all these standards and expectations that people put on us. And we don't even know why. We don't even know why they put them on us. Because you know what ends up happening? When we end up being 40, 50, 60, we're like, who the heck am I? I've poured into people, not even knowing how. And maybe even resenting them now. So who am I? And where am I supposed to be? Where am I going? What is my purpose? Because there's got to be more than just serving everybody else. But because they were standards, not because I chose to and that's what I was meant to do. So many of us feel like, as a mom, that's it. I was just here to work my 9 to 5 and be a mom. Woo! Done. And it's like, really? That's it? That's no traveling, no I don't know, spreading awareness of something, having a cause, a purpose, a mission. What about all that? Is there any of that? And that's when you're just dang, who am I really? And you start tapping into your talents. You start tapping into who you really are, what you really want. And you're like, I didn't even want all that. All that stuff I was doing before, I didn't want it. And it's crazy. You start knowing who you are. So crazy. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to give you guys a crazy analogy, okay? So I'm huge on movies, obviously, because my kid's an actor. But obviously the movie Soul, okay? What do you remember with the movie Soul? He ends up dying. He's this teacher. Hates his life. Finally, he gets that gig, being able to play in that band. He ends up dying. He goes back and he's like, dang, let me try to trick the universe, all this, and go back as another soul in my body just to go play, just to go live that life. And you know what he ended up realizing was that he was living a purposeless life. He wasn't fulfilling his purpose. And his purpose was more than just playing that band. And it's crazy because even movies try to explain it to us, okay, that we have a purpose. We have a purpose.